Welcome to the Makers Clean channel. My name is Melissa Maker. I'm the name behind Makers Clean and also a cleaning expert. I have a cleaning business that's been in operation since 2006 and I know my way around cleaning. Today we're going to talk about a space that not only takes a ton of time to clean professionally, but a lot of effort to clean and maintain on a daily basis. So in this video, I'm going to share with you my favorite tips and habits to keep your kitchen as clean as possible so you can reduce the amount of time you actually have to spend, cleaning it. It can be difficult to keep your kitchen clean if you don't have your cleaning supplies on hand. Some people get a little too overzealous and they keep all of their household cleaning supplies under the kitchen sink. You don't need to go there, but you do need some essentials. Any dishwasher detergent or tablets should live under there. Vinegar, baking soda, your spray bottles, whether you make your own or you buy your own stuff. Cleaning tools are also important to have on hand, so make sure that you have really good quality sponges and cloths. But of course, anytime you store anything, whether it's a product or a tool, you want to make sure that it's dry before you stick it under the sink. Otherwise, it'll start to get musty and mildewy. So again, you want to have those cleaning basics: dish soap, baking soda, vinegar. You can even keep some rubbing alcohol under there, your spray bottles, and your cleaning tools. That way you'll never be caught off guard when you're in the kitchen and you're posed with a cleaning challenge. If you have a tiled backsplash, like I do, or you have tiles on your kitchen floor, you might notice that your grout is particularly prone to getting dirty in a place like the kitchen. You're spilling things, you're cooking, there's water going all over the place. So you have to be very particular about how you maintain and clean your grout. Now, the way that you can lighten or whiten your grout is to make a paste of 2 parts baking soda to 1 part hydrogen peroxide. Apply that with a cleaning toothbrush, not your toothbrush. Let it sit for a couple of minutes and then gently scrub. A lot of people don't know this, but you're actually supposed to seal your grout on a fairly regular basis. And if you're someone who doesn't do that, you're also supposed to seal your natural stone surfaces. These are things that we don't think about. However, if you do that, it actually creates a barrier so that your grout never gets dirty. So if you're someone who notices that your grout is continually getting dirty, you might want to actually consider cleaning it and then sealing it. When you walk into a kitchen, if you see a dirty sink, it just kind of sets the tone for the rest of the kitchen. So I always like to make sure that my sink is clean. That means that it's shiny, dry, and there's nothing in that little drain catcher. So the way that I do this, of course, you gotta empty it out, load up the dishwasher, or wash your dishes. The next thing to do, I sprinkle some baking soda in there. That way you get that extra abrasion so that you can really kind of scrape off anything that's ground into the sink, whether it's dirt or oil, without actually ruining the sink. I also throw a little bit of dish soap in there. The dish soap really helps to lift grease. That's the whole purpose why we use soap. And then I use a double-sided sponge. I use the scrubby side and I just kind of start my way at the top and swirl down to the bottom, and then I finish up in the drain and that drain catcher, and then I crank the hot water, kind of hose everything down. I have that removable head from the top of my faucet, super helpful in this case. And the clincher is to take a microfiber cloth and buff that sink dry. The combination of the baking soda, the sponge, the hot water, and then buffing it, it's perfect. When we moved into this house a year and a half ago, I looked under the head of my faucet and I noticed some crusty white orange buildup happening there. And it wasn't anything to shudder at, but I knew it was so easy to fix that I just went ahead and fixed it. And I have to say, it looks perfect. So it's the easiest thing to do. You basically get yourself a plastic bag, fill it with white vinegar. You don't want to fill it all the way, maybe fill it about halfway. And then take an elastic band and secure the bag to the faucet head and leave it overnight. I know it sounds simple. It is the easiest thing to do. And it's one of those jobs that won't really, change the world. But every time you come in and you use your sink, you'll look at it and it just helps your kitchen feel that much cleaner because there's one less kind of yucky, gross thing to look at, and it's a passive job. Little effort for big payoff. Since starting Clean My Space, one of the things that I've really changed about the way I live and function is I don't treat my kitchen counters like a storage facility. Instead, I have a few very specific decorative pieces. We've got our famous yellow pineapple, and then we have a plant and of course a cutting board right beside me. But that aside, we keep our counter clear. We don't keep appliances on there, a lot of decor, we don't store food on the counters. And the reason is because it becomes too overwhelming of a space, and then the kitchen is not functional and it always looks cluttered and messy. So this goes to a bigger piece all about minimalism and only keeping what you really need in the kitchen, whether that's decor or doubling up on utensils. So if you're someone that has like a little rack that has a bunch of spatulas and spoons sitting there on the countertop, ask yourself, do I really need it there? Or is there a little drawer that I can put that stuff, and maybe you have 6 of them and you only need 2. So just sort of rethink what you have on your counter. And what you'll notice is as you slim down your counter, your kitchen starts to feel so much more clean and clear and functional and enjoyable to be in. A great way to prevent microwave spatters is to get a little microwave cover for anything that you pop in there. If you don't have one of those yet, don't worry. You can give your microwave a little spa treatment by cutting a lemon in half, filling a bowl halfway with water, and then squeezing both halves of that lemon into the bowl, putting the whole thing in the microwave for about 3 minutes, removing that bowl carefully, and then taking a microfiber cloth and wiping everything down. The steam generated from the water plus that lemon oil mixed in there will make everything so fresh and so clean. Your kitchen requires laundry. It's something that we probably don't think about because when we think about laundry, we think about bedrooms and bathrooms, but your kitchen has quite a few textiles that need to be washed fairly regularly. Your tea towels or your dish towels should be washed every other day. If you have a rug, a washable one of course, that one can be tossed in with your tea towels. And the same thing goes for your oven gloves. I was gonna say dish gloves, oven gloves, and your apron. So I remember when I was growing up, I don't think we ever washed our oven glove. So now we sort of have a habit where we make sure that we throw them into the washing machine every now and then because they can get straight up gross. So now you're equipped with some additional tips and habits that you can use to help keep your kitchen clean and to reduce the amount of time that you have to spend cleaning this very space. And that brings me to this week's comment question, which is, what is the one thing in your kitchen, the mess or the thing you have to clean that drives you absolutely bananas? For me, it's the dishes. They never end. It takes time. Sometimes you really gotta work at it. And I'm telling you, I just feel like I am just a dish doer. So let me know what frustrates you about cleaning the kitchen in the comments down below. If you wanna learn how to clean your kitchen and other spaces in your home like a pro, I've got a whole playlist for you that you can check out. And if you'd like to subscribe to the Makers Clean channel, we'd love to have you. You can click this button right over here. Of course, you can also learn more about Makers Clean by visiting makersclean.com, and I've got a link for you down below. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you soon.